Welcome to Big Rooster's 420 channel on products, paraphernalia, bud reviews, growing, laws, and getting your medical card information out there so you can get your medical card. And all things 420. In later episodes, we'll build a greenhouse, plant from seed. We'll monitor growing from seed to weed on this channel. If you like this channel, give it a thumbs up. Subscription is free, nothing to download. Disclosure notice I like to read beforehand is I have a medical marijuana card and a PPL in my state. So smoking, growing, and possession is legal for me as long as I follow their rules. And just a few of the rules are I buy it at a dispensary. I have it in the original bottle, just like a regular prescription. You got to have it in the original bottle. You have a receipt for it, and the receipt needs to match the kind and the weight and everything on the bottle. And you don't use it when you're driving, and when you're not using it at home, you are to keep it in a locked case when not in use. Those are the basic guidelines of, possession of medical marijuana. I like to keep it in my lock case in case somebody breaks in my house while I'm gone. Well, maybe my weed will be safe and I won't have to kill somebody for it. That'd be a good day. Anyway, let's get into today's episode. I'm going to preview Skywalker OG Kush, bud, and a couple novelty pipes that I have. And I will show you the prescription bottle. As always, you gotta have it in the bottle. You gotta have all this information on the bottle. It tells you all about what it is. Okay, so I got a couple different kinds. I didn't spend too much, but I got like a gram of this and a gram and a half of that, and just different kinds of stuff. So one of the kinds that I picked up today was I got a little over a gram of it. And it came with small buds. And this is what the small buds look like. We put them on white paper. Now, it didn't work out too good. Anyway, there are a whole bunch of buds about this big. And instead of the stuff costing about $14 a gram, if you just wait a minute and check your websites daily on your dispensaries, some of them, they get rid of all the small bud at about $7 to $9 a gram. And it's all potent. It's all the same thing as if you buy it in the bigger buds, except for you get a lot cheaper. Now, me, myself, my logic is, when I bring the big bud home and I break it up, it's going to be in small buds when it goes into the pipe. So, why not save $4 to $6 a gram, plus my 10% for military discount, and I can buy a couple more grams for that week of small bud than I do in the larger bud. I do like going down there and getting it when it's small bud. The price is right. $7 to $9 a gram with 10% off of that. Can't beat that. Anyway, this Skywalker Kush that I picked up today, it's an indica strain. And it is 23% THC and only 1% CBD. I went ahead and picked up the 23% because it's small bud. I picked up a little bit of that just to give it a try, and I tried it out earlier today when I came home, and it worked pretty good. It's not bad for 23%. Good, smooth stuff. Smokes well, breaks up well. It's just, in between the moist and the dry stage, so it's not bad. A lot of the medical marijuana here in New Mexico is dry. It's just really super dry. The climate out here is super dry, so I can see why the weed is. Anyway, moving along here. I have a pipe for the women, and I don't know if a dude will use it, but whatever. To each their own. Looks like lipstick. Pretty cool. It's got a nice sized bowl. Screws apart like this. And then there's a hole over here that this screws into. And remember, back your thread out. Make sure you're sitting in there right. It should be easy to thread together. Should be no problem. Snug it up just a bit. And add the lipstick in is where you draw from. And this bowl is pretty deep. This bowl is that deep. So it's about 3/4 of an inch deep. So it's a good sized bowl. You know, you can fill that sucker up and be good for the night. So yeah, it's kind of a unique novelty pipe. I don't really use this one. I've tried it before. It works good. I just something about puffing through a lipstick thing. Not really a dude thing to do. So anyway, I stick with my bowling pin, and you know, their lipstick pipe is a good everyday smoker. I used it just to try it out so I can give a review on it. I used it for God, I don't know, a week, and I didn't even have to really clean it. Just change the screen out every other bowl, you know, keep the screen fresh. And I had a chance to get a couple of rocket pipes, and they came in a solid color. So I picked up a few of them, and I made me a cool rocket out of it. And I haven't smoked out of it, and I probably won't smoke out of it. I smoked out of the other one, and it worked really well. So, but this one I'm going to put on my desk one day, and it looks like a rocket. Pretty freaking cool. Now, what I like about it is I took the red, put the silver, and then the blue. You know, red, silver, blue. It's all the same, you know, color scheme, but red, white, and blue is the main deal. You know, has a good sturdy stand on the bottom. When I show you how it comes apart and goes back together, you'll see what I'm talking about. Nice big hole to smoke through. And comes apart here at the bottom. Comes apart at the bottom. There's no carburetor on it. And there's a little hole right here that the pipe threads into. Yeah, it's playing my goofy cat. Yeah, tap tap. Anyway, I don't put a screen in this one. I'm not going to smoke to it. It's just a cool item to have, just to sit around. It's, you know. Anyway, when you set it on the table, it sits really nice and smooth. You know, that's how it sits. You know, pretty cool, huh? Anyway, let's see, what else are we going to do today? Dispensary card. Yeah, my card for the dispensary. They're giving us a little laxy-daisy time. My card actually ran out on the 9th. I didn't realize I had a day, just a month. I thought it was a month and a year, and turns out it has a day. But anyway, they're not being real picky, so I'll be good for a few weeks. Mailed it off, certified. If you go ahead and get your card, you need to copy all the paperwork and send it certified. That way there you know you have it, and you have a copy of it in case they lose it. Good advice. I learned that from a dude 4.5, 5 years ago when I first came out here, and it's the best advice ever to keep a copy of you know, your paperwork and stuff, because if they lose it, then you're up shit's creek. You got to file all over again. Whereas if you have it, you can get it right back out in the mail, and everything's still signed and all that, you know. So anyway, I think that's getting pretty near to the end of the program for today. Not really a lot more to go on, so that'll do it for today's episode. Until next time, stay safe, don't trust the government, and smoke weed for your health. You can get rid of opioids and all that bullshit. Just smoke weed. Good weed. And remember, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Nothing to download, and subscriptions are free. Thank you for viewing today's episode. And it's howdy doobie time. And this is Big Rooster. I'm out.